The gradient tool adds a gradient to the selected area. You can select an area using any selection technique: color selection, marquee selection, magic wand selection, and soon to be learned, the pen tool selection. The gradient tool is simple to use and can be modified easily to match your specific needs. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to make a selection first. So I'm just going to choose my rectangular marquee tool. I'm actually going to use a new layer for this. So I'm going to create a new layer and I'm going to choose that. And then I'm going to go over here and I'm going to click on this paint bucket right here. So we're talking about the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tool down. And I'm going to choose gradient tool here. There's a few different options that I have with this. So I can choose from one of the patterns that are selected. If I want to change the color in this pattern, if I want to add one in the middle, I can click, and then if I double click on here, it will allow me to change the color, and I can actually move these sliders over, and what this does is it changes where that gradient is. So again, if I double click on here, I can change the colors. If I want to make a third color on here, if I just click and add a point on here, again, I can change the color and click OK. And I'm actually going to choose that color there. There we go. And I'm going to change this color here. So I'm clicking up here and then I'm clicking on where color is and I'm choosing a color here. Oops. And click OK. And you'll see that if I move these sliders around, it will actually change how that gradient looks. So I'm going to click OK. I can choose which style that I want. So I can choose the linear gradient. I can choose radial gradient. I can choose angle gradient, reflected gradient, or diamond gradient. So I'm going to show you this one first. So if I click, hold, and drag, it will apply that gradient. So I'm going to hit Command Z to go backwards. I'm going to choose my radial gradient. So I'm clicking in the middle, holding down on my mouse, and then I'm going to let go of my click. And you'll see that that makes a radial gradient. So if I want to go over here, I can also change the opacity. So again, I'm going to click, hold, so I haven't let go of my mouse yet, and I'm dragging, and then when I let go, that's when it will apply that gradient to the selected area. Again, I definitely recommend that you do this on a new layer, so if you want to go back and delete it, you can. And you can try out different gradients. You can also change the opacity right up here. If you wanted to change the colors, there's some quick selections up here, so if you wanted to try out the quick selections, you can. Or you can make your own gradient.